Good morning, everybody. It is Talk Tuesday, and we're a little late. Tiny dogs! Hi! Come on! So we have Hamish, Denver, Nova, Saxon, Cody, and Phoebe. We're at the straight road today. Tucker hurt himself at the other place, so until I figure out exactly how, we're gonna walk here for a little bit. These two though are hysterical. Okay, no. Saxon, out of there. Cody, you are not going in there. Thank you. Let's go, please. Okay, that's not too terrible. Usually that's a mud pit. But there's enough rain that it's back to water. But still. Okay. Yeah, so small group today. It is reasonably nice weather, so we'll take it. Minimal mud, which is important for that guy. Though he did manage to find some. I caught him before he became Sir Blackleg, or Black Body, or Black Shoulder, whatever he wanted black today. This way! Come on! Saxon, in front, please. Go. Go get Cody. There we go. Okay. Okay, so today's video I wanted to go into a little bit about training tools, mostly communication. So as we know, the way we communicate with our dogs is primarily speaking, which can be challenging for them because English is not their first language, and mostly they understand syllables. Cody, let's go! Come on, Saxon. Very good. And as you can see, like, relatively speaking, they do understand what we train them to understand. But primarily they learn, and they learn the fastest through body language and collars. And I'm gonna lump harnesses under collars. Come on, Saxon! As well. And the leash. The leash is sort of like secondary. It really doesn't matter what leash you have. It's gonna communicate the same way. It's more what you connect it to. That's your... Cody! That is your communication. There we go. Some dogs are completely fine with a very subtle communication, like a flat collar. And that's just a normal collar, or even a martingale. I always recommend martingales because that's what I use for Murphy for his... You! Hush your mouth. Because that's what I use for my guys, because the base of their neck is so big, but their heads are a lot smaller. So a martingale will close as there's tension, so there's less of a chance that they can escape. It works very similarly to a slip leash. Phoebe, here. Sorry, I know that was an abrupt turnaround. I was aiming for the field back there, but we have people at the straight road that I haven't met before, so I just want to be safe and give them lots of space. Phoebes. So we're gonna turn down here until they pass us. So this might be a little boring. Anyway, subtle communication like flat collar, things like that. If you're struggling with a flat collar, that's something you need to address right away, because the more pressure they put on a flat collar. You might hear them cough or choking or something like that. And that is because it's putting a lot of pressure on their esophagus and their windpipe. Come on, Denver, keep up, let's go. Ugh. And I lost the people. I guess we're just gonna go straight to the car because I have no idea where this guy is disappearing into. Come on! Oh, we found a branch. Or at least some foliage. Let's go. Let's see what our time is like. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna head back to the car. I've been like, most people that I meet here, we have sort of like a dance so we don't interfere with each other's walks. Like, I will go down this little area here, far enough away that any dog isn't gonna really twig to us. Yeah, well, don't eat it, crazy dogs. Okay. Anyway, so those are two forms, like the flat collar, the martingale collar, and the slip leash. And slip leash can be a very effective tool. It's what I use, excuse the wind, it is what I use to pick up and drop off dogs, and that's purely a safety thing. Is if something should happen and I need to get the leash on or off very quickly, that's easy to do with a slip leash. And it's also, should something happen and they panic, like a loud noise or anything like that, then I know they're not going to slip out and possibly harm themselves. So that's why I use a slip leash in general. It can also, like, if you watched my training tool videos, if you've specifically watched Nova, we're not eating that. Thank you. Saxon. Yes, good job. Good. Okay, let's go. And we're gonna leave it. Yes. Excellent. He's coming along nicely. What was oh yeah, so if you've watched any of those videos, you also know that there's 3 different ways you can use them. You can use them as they're intended, around the neck, high up on the neck, which is important. You can refer to that video to see what I'm talking about. You can also turn it into a variation of a harness that applies pressure around the waist, which you've heard me before is a quote-unquote correction zone on dogs. So it's pretty effective that way. You can also have it be similar to a halty or a gentle leader. That is typically how I do it on May. Come on, bud. That is typically how I use it on May, because her people use a gentle leader, so keeping things consistent. It's another reason why I use the slip leash, is to keep things consistent, as much as I can anyhow. And as you guys know, I am a no judgment balance trainer, which means I'm all for whatever whatever tool works on your dog. I almost got taken out by wrestlers. And that means that I also wholeheartedly approve of a prong collar for certain dogs. Prong collar is a bit louder communication. Again, if you want more information on prongs, you can check out the videos I made on them, but essentially prong collar was designed by a vet to relieve pressure on the esophagus and windpipe and apply even pressure all the way around the neck, very reminiscent of a mother dog correction of their pup. It's modeled after that. Water dogs, let's go. Ooh, bonk. Cody. Let's go. Guys, there's cleaner water up here. I'm just saying. Where's Hamish? Okay. Anyhow, prong collar. What else is out there? Harnesses. Be very, very careful if you're going to try a harness and see how effective it is with your animals. A lot of them put pressure on the dog where there shouldn't be pressure, or in a place that can cause like repeated stress. You really want a front clasp harness, not one that clasps on the back, because again, you're putting all their pressure on their front end. Some of them can squeeze the shoulders together, which if your dog isn't responding to it, like they're not trained for it, they're not listening to it, it can cause stress of the joints and stuff. I'm not a huge fan of harnesses in my experience. I use a harness to train for pulling, not to train for not pulling, or as an indicator. Like, you'll see me walk Murphy and I've attached a leash to his harness. That's because he's trained to not pull me no matter what I use on him. I wouldn't go out the gate teaching him on just the harness. In fact, that's not at all what we did. Well, go get some water then. Good ask. Go. This is a much better water supply. It's way cleaner. Phoebes, you want some water? Go get some water. She's like, no. All the big dogs are in there. Oh, and they found a stick. Always the branch managers. Yeah, I think I covered. Oh, there's also the check chain. And again, you have to use it properly. If you're not using it properly, your dog will be making like choking and coughing sounds, and that's not good for them. Who's in there? Denver. Saxon, you coming? Oh, yeah, you are. Okay, let's go. Phoebe's like, I would like to get to the car now, please. And then also, like, I talk about the leash a little bit. So any leash will do when you're teaching about loose leash walking with you. But as you can see, you can also have a long line, which is what I have on Saxon. And that's a communication tool too, because I use it to communicate to him that this is the maximum distance I would like you from me. Which he's picked up really well. But also, like, if he goes to take off, I can step on it and I can pull him out of a situation. Like, if he's not recalling, I can just grab the end of the leash and pull on it to get his attention. It's a distance correction, basically. Silly dogs. Come on. Is he stuck? No, he's not stuck. Though you do have to check and make sure that he doesn't get stuck. Come on, Saxon, you got it. So I believe he's on my 50 foot. I think it might be my 30 foot. Oh, rotten kids. You guys coming or? There we go. Good job. And then of course there's also the e-collar. Now there's a lot of different e-collars out there. Some of them I'm not a huge fan of. I really like the e-collar Technologies one. Those are the ones I use, I recommend, and that I can get for you. And the reason for that is the settings go from 0 to 100. So you can really fine tune it to make sure, again, that you're not hurting your dog, that you're just communicating with them. They also have vibrate. Let's go, play and walk, move it. Good. They also have a vibrate setting and a tone setting, as well as a light. The light is just extra. I like the vibrate. I use that one pretty often because, again, it's just a quick, like, hey, listen to me. And it's a lot safer, I find, than the long line because you can't get it tangled. It serves as an invisible leash, basically. And like with any tool, and I really mean any tool, like you can do just as much damage to a dog with a flat collar as you can a choke chain, as you can a prong collar, as you can an e-collar. If all of these things are used incorrectly, you can hurt the dog, even a gentle leader. I have seen very severe injuries from a gentle leader before. So you really want to make sure that you're using the tool that fits your dog best. That's what matters. It has to fit your dog best. Have clear communication. You have to teach them what it means. You have to teach them what the pressures mean and how to relieve them. Come on, let's go, Nova. Very good. And I think that's it for me today. We ran a little long again. I'm sorry, guys. I need to get back to my doing 10 seconds. Or not 10 seconds, that would be kind of a short Talk Tuesday. 10 minutes. But if you have any questions about training tools, you can refer to those videos. They are private, so I do have to send you the link, or you can find them in the via. Hey! Denver, not your play! Yeah, you're getting too rowdy, sir. Come on. Denver, not your play. I know, bud. Cody, bring it along. Good. Good boy. Go away. Yes, it was a good recall. You coming, Saxon? Good boy. Very good, bud. That was a really good recall. Can you sit? Good. Gentle. Okay, let's go. Yeah, if you have questions about training tools, contact your trainer, contact me, check out those other videos. Like, you guys know what to do when you have questions. Hey, Mish, not your play either. Come on. Mish, Mish. Thank you. Good. Good. Denver. Thank you. Hey, Mish. He's like, how does she know? Anywho. Okay, Cody, enough. We're too close to the car, bud. Here. So, yeah, you guys know what to do if you have any questions. Hope you guys are having a good day. At least as much fun as your dogs are having. And we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.